Dave Wilbur from the Modern School of Music in Orem, Utah. I'm a professional musician, part-time, and the other part-time I run this little music school called the Mod School. Some people have wanted to know, I always carry a bag around with me when I go to gigs, and they've asked me, what is that bag? I call that bag the bag of doom, and it's basically just everything I need to make sure that a gig can go off. Okay, so this is just your basic bag of doom. I've got it at Costco. It's a $40 bag. Comes with a lifetime guarantee, but I've never felt like I could justifiably go back and say, oh, give me my money back. It's got 4 basic compartments. Let me use my pointer. This is the bottom compartment. This is usually where I put the basses to stands and the guitar stands. It's got this top main compartment, which is where I carry a lot of the floofy stuff. And these end compartments is just like miscellaneous stuff, and then on one end I carry all my the extra clothes, which you can talk about in a minute. So 4 compartments. The cool thing is these will lock down. It all locks down pretty tight. And most of all, it's got wheels. It's got little telescopers and these wheels here. So that, man, you want to have wheels on everything. It's even got a section where you can, if you want to, you could carry it around as a backpack. So I've never done that. I just pull it along because most of the time it's like the wheels are good enough. So that's the bag of doom, or at least the bag. Okay, this is the bag. This is what I usually put in the bottom section of the bag of doom. Basically all the stand stuff. My preferred stand for gigging, I know they make those little wire stands which weigh almost nothing, but they will just blow right over. This thing, like what I found to be the best kind of hybrid, is a CMC stand. It's girthy. I mean, it's got some mass to it. It's not going to just blow over. And this is a lightweight top that goes on top of it. It's just basically like a good old-fashioned music stand, but it doesn't weigh nearly as much. So that goes in the bottom. And then also in this bottom section, I like to put these guitar stands rather. Whether I'm playing guitar or bass, these Hercules stands are really nice. What I find good about them is that, first of all, they're nice and adjustable for height, whether you're playing guitar or not, or bass. But most of all, they have this cool latching system. I'll show you about that in a second. So here's the latching system that I'm talking about. When you're doing a gig, a lot of times you never know what's going to happen. People knock stuff over all the time. So see how these little arms here, as you release the pressure to take it out, they release it. So it's going to take a lot for this thing to go over. I mean, it's going to take a lot. Some of you would almost deliberately have to be doing it. So that's kind of nice. That's why I prefer these stands. Most of the time when I'm doing gigs, I'm doing the gigs as a bass player. It's a bassist, not a guitarist. So many times I find myself lending my guitar stands to a guitarist. So we'll go, oh crap, I forgot to bring my guitar stand for my acoustic. That sounds like I'm doing a lot of gigs with Joe Walsh, because that's what Joe Walsh sounds like, but yeah. So whether I have 2 basses on a gig or just 1, it's just right in there in the bag of doom. Okay, in this top portion of the bag of doom, I put the top part of that music stand. I used to put it on the bottom, but it kind of tore up the premises a little bit. Also, and this might just be because I'm getting older, but I have found that I have a lot more fun at the gig if I'm comfortable. This thing is just a stand-on-me mat, just designed to stand on. Like you see people at Costco have. They're going to be standing in one place, which essentially when you're playing most corporate parties and weddings, you're standing around in front of your mic stand, if nothing else. So it's just a comfort mat to stand on. That's because I'm old. I also carry 2 power strips, meaning like plug bars, because you can never have enough things to plug in. And I'm a bassist primarily, so, and even then I still like to have plenty of power. I like to get the ones that have the long extension cables. Like those extension cables will reach a good 10, 15 feet. I'd rather get to a gig and find out that I have too much cable than not enough. So, in summer months, I actually put a tarp in here. I've never thought, oh, I wish I didn't have that tarp, because it weighs like 10 ounces. But many times I got my stuff rained on and gear damaged because I didn't have a tarp. So we're doing outdoor festivals and weddings and junk like that. They have a tarp. In the bag of doom in that top section, I also have these things: water bottle and a cup holder, I guess we'd call it. I don't know. I bought it from a music store. It's kind of silly to me that they make it bright red, because typically when you're on stage, you don't want things being bright red. So I've just covered it in gaffer's tape, which is also something I carry in the bag of doom. So it's black. Black is good when you're on stage. It just, plain and simple, clamps down on the mic stand, put it nice and low. The reason I do that is if you're singing a song, just clamps like that, just drops right in. If you're singing, it's a big difference if you have to reach down to there, boom, boom, versus all the way down to the ground and back up. Big difference. It's a big difference to go from reaching at arm's length versus having to go down all the way to the ground to pick up your drink, to bring it back up, and then bring it back down. Sometimes there's just not enough time, especially if you're singing. You need time. You don't have time between phrases when you're singing. So that's a nice feature.